Hi guys, I'm Ryan Matlock, the entrepreneur. Welcome to Fantastic Fridays, the show that talks about weird holidays and sometimes mixes it up a little and gets political. Here we go. Today is October 9th, and today we get to celebrate Pro-Life Cupcake Day. This holiday was created by a group called Cupcakes for Life. It's a group that makes cupcakes and then shares them with people because, well, people like cupcakes. Seriously, who doesn't like cupcakes? While sharing said cupcakes, these people also share their view on protecting the life of the unborn. In my opinion, this is an awesome idea. Right now, the abortion issue is huge. Recently, videos came out about Planned Parenthood selling aborted baby organs and tissue, and laws are being decided right now, and everybody's going online and taking a side on the issue. So in a time when everyone is taking to their computers and iPhones in search of someone who disagrees with them and are hitting them with as many arguments and insults to both intelligence and character as possible, someone thought, maybe there's a better way to tell people about what we think. Wait, you mean better than cursing them out in our tweets? Yeah, maybe we could have a civilized conversation instead. You're totally blowing my mind right now. And I know you're probably wondering, why cupcakes? Let me answer the question that I actually kind of asked and put into your mouth. Since 1973, 54 million babies have been aborted and unable to have a birthday because, well, they were killed before their birth. So in a way, the cupcakes are a way of observing the birthday that they never got to have. So to observe this holiday, we have a few options. You can go all out, bake a tray of cupcakes or buy them at the store, and then go into public and offer them to strangers while asking if it's alright for you to share your views on abortion with them. As long as the view you're sharing is pro-life. Telling them all about the pro-choice side of the issue kind of defeats the purpose of the holiday. I'm gonna celebrate the holiday a little differently though. See, I would give you guys cupcakes and then present pro-life arguments, but I kinda can't get through this screen. Guess I'll just have to keep all the cupcakes to myself. I don't have cupcakes. Instead, first off, I'm going to tell you how not to argue pro-life. Believe it or not, there are actually really bad arguments against abortion. For example, the one saying that abortion's a bad idea because you could be killing the geniuses of the future. You ask why there are so many diseases in the world? Well, you guys aborted the person created to fix them. The logic in this argument is flawed, however, because it assumes that the reason that we keep people alive is based on how useful they are to the future. If this were the case, one could also make the argument that it's okay to abort someone because they could be a potential Hitler. So here's a better argument. In this country, as well as many others, murder's illegal. Murder, the unlawful premeditated killing of one human being by another. For an act to be murder, it has to be three things: killing a human being on purpose. First off, it's not murder if a human being doesn't die. I don't go to jail if I kill an ant. Second, it's not murder if it isn't caused by a human being. A landslide killing somebody is not murder. Sorry guys, you can't sue the mountain. And it's not murder if it isn't premeditated. Say it's an accident. Now that we have our standard for murder, let's check that with abortion. Is it premeditated or intentional? Indeed, it's a decision made ahead of time to end a life. Does a human being carry this out? Yes, the decision is made usually by a mother, who is a human being, and carried out by an abortionist, who is, you guessed it, a human being. And finally, is it a human being that ends up dying? This is the part that everyone debates over. Some say it's just a clump of cells, and other people say it's a human being. So who's right? Well, let's look at a few facts first. First off, we know that 40 days after conception, brain signals can be detected as well as the baby beginning to move, and brain patterns that resemble dreaming can be observed. A child around the 8th or 10th week will respond to painful stimuli and attempt to move away from it. And finally, a heartbeat can be detected a mere 21 days after conception. Now, say you were checking an adult human being for signs of life. One of the first things you'd look for is whether or not they have a heartbeat. And most abortions, around 80%, are carried out around the 8th week of pregnancy or later. This means that the heart has been beating for some time, around 4 weeks, and that the baby seems to be capable of dreaming or independent thought. So just looking at that, it seems to me that it's a living human being. But the truth is, you don't have to ask me. Even if somebody has their doubts, there's no way that you can say 100% it's not a human being, because there's so much evidence and parallels showing that it is a human being. But okay, let's say that there's no way to know for sure. So the question is, do we follow through? Would we do this in another situation? Say you have a gun and you see something in the distance. Could be human, maybe not. If you pull the trigger and it turns out that you just killed a human being, then it doesn't matter whether you knew it or not. In the eyes of the court, you're gonna go to jail for murder. It's not really that different if you kill a child not knowing whether or not it's human yet. Now hold up. If you are for abortion, I know that there's plenty of things you could do at this point. You could go into the comments section and unleash a paragraph of comments and angry insults and whatever at me, but I have a better idea. After all, it is a holiday. So here's what you're gonna do regardless of what side you're on. You're gonna go and get yourself some cupcakes and share them with someone that disagrees with you on the matter. And as you eat those icing top treats, you're gonna have a civil conversation with the person sitting across from you. And don't just bring your best arguments to the table, actually listen to where the other person's coming from. Because if we can't treat a fully fledged human being sitting right in front of our faces with the respect and dignity that they're due, then maybe that's part of the problem. But as for me, I'm gonna go to the store and purchase a treat for myself. Should be a piece of cake. Ha! Stay classy. Ow. Every day is a holiday, so spread some cheer and let them hear about how we're hating and celebrating how all these weird, funny holidays are. Stay classy. Ow. I hear my mom laughing. Are you laughing at me? I'm okay.